Welcome to CSGuitars, the science of whatever. At time of filming, it's a few days before Christmas and I'd really like to be done so I can just go and spend some time with my family over the holidays. But I'd like to squeeze one last video out of 2022. Everything on my to-do list is going to take me too long or be too much effort, and in situations like this, I like to steal an idea from someone else, take all of their hard work and make it less effort on my wee brain. Now, a little while ago on the 60 Cycle Hum channel, a video went up where Ryan did a couple of little modifications to his Harley Benton Jazzmaster, which made it sound and perform just a little bit better. Now, of course, I've got one of these Harley Benton Jazzmasters, and if my sources are correct, so do many of you. I've been watching the sales go through my Toman affiliate links, and I've seen how many of these you've been buying. So if you've already got one, or are planning to get one in the future, and just want to do a couple of little things to make it play and sound better than it already does, then this is the video for you. Right, let's get the strings off it. Split post tuners make this super easy. Once you've detuned the strings enough, they just pop right out. Great for when you gotta go fast. The stop bar is coming off with them. We're not gonna be needing that anymore. While I've got the fretboard accessible, I'm giving it a bit of a rub-a-dub with Ross's Rock Shop fretboard food. It keeps the fretboard looking clean and healthy, protecting it from drying out. Now we're going to take off the pick guard, remembering to keep the screws in a safe place, as the first of our modifications requires us to remove the existing potentiometers. Of course, remember before you start desoldering all the wires to take a picture and draw a diagram so you can get them all back in the same place again at the end. I didn't take any pictures here because I'm that fucking good and guitar wiring isn't hard, but if you ain't done this before, you'll definitely want those references for later. These tiny little budget potentiometers have a value of 250 kiloohms. We are going to replace them with these big high quality CTS units with a value of 1 million ohms! Since they are physically larger, we will need to widen the holes in the pick guard. Having the exact size of drill bit really helps for this. If you're going to be doing this stuff a lot, you'll want to get a range of drill bits for all the common diameters on a guitar. So why are we doing this? Well, the potentiometers we use for the volume and tone controls will electronically load the pickups, and if that value is too small, then we will lose high frequency detail from the signal. Usually we see 250 kiloohm pots paired with single coils. Now that works great for the spankier sounding Strat and Tele pickups, but Jazzmaster pickups could use a higher value so they don't end up sounding dull. 1 meg of the value that Fender use in their Jazzmasters, although I think 500k would probably work just as well in this situation. I'll stick to the 1 meg for now, and I can easily change them out later if required. The hope is that these will take the limiters off, expanding the frequency range the pickups are outputting, retaining a lot more clarity, particularly in the high-end detail. It's always best to get as much bandwidth from the pickups as we can. Remember, audio is a subtractive process. You can always take away from the signal, but you can't add back what wasn't there. These new potentiometers have solid shafts, so the old knobs simply won't fit onto these. Instead, I've opted for chrome flat-top Tele-style knobs. The knobs, potentiometers and tone capacitor were all kindly provided for this project by Alegree.co.uk, where you can go and shop for all of your pickup, electronic and guitar part needs. Before we go any further, it's important to do a wee test to ensure the instrument is working. Buzzing out with the DMM for continuity and checking the pickups are passing signal to the output. Now on to something a little more fun. Some people complained about this guitar not having a vibrato system. Well, we're going to change that with this Goldo unit, which bolts directly onto the existing stop bar posts. This is the identical unit to the Duesenberg Les Trem, just without the Duesenberg styling, making this one a little cheaper as a result. I purchased this one from Merchant City Music in Glasgow, who have the wonderful web domain guitar.co.uk. No affiliation there, but it's a Class B independent guitar shop who carry some unusual stuff. Installation really is as simple as screwing this down to the existing stop bar posts and adjusting the arm to the desired length and angle. I'll be stringing this back up with a set of D'Addario 10s. That's the same strings that were on here to start with, so should give us the best possible sound comparison for the A/B tests. Well, there we are. I've yet to listen back to the recordings, the before and after, to A-B them, find out exactly what's quantifiably changed, but just from my personal experience playing the guitar, those new 1 mega ohm pots made quite a difference. I'm not going to use the word brighter, as that would be the wrong terminology to use. This isn't like turning up the treble on your amp and just amplifying whatever high end was already there. These new potentiometers have really opened up the frequency range of the pickups, adding a lot more high-end detail across the entire playing spectrum. When it hits the amp and hits the distortion, we're getting a lot more clarity there than we did before. It's taken those mellow and rather narrow focused pickups and really opened them up, giving them a more lively character. This is a great example of why you should try changing your potentiometers before you change your pickups. A lot of people want to change their pickups to change their sound, but maybe all you need to do is swap the potentiometers, and that's a cheaper and easier fix, and it could be the pickups in there are already brilliant. I think that's the case we've discovered here. And that Goldo vibrato system is a 10 out of 10 for me. Absolutely fantastic. I like how quick and easy it is to change over. Just take the old stop bar off and screw this one in its place. Put the strings back on and you're ready to play. There's no destructive modifications, no specialist tools you need at all. It's just take the old one off, put the new one on. Fits perfectly, comes with both the imperial and metric sized screws for wherever your guitar was made. I would highly recommend this for any guitar that has that Tune-o-matic stop bar style bridge where you just want to swap in something that'll give you a wiggle stick. This is great. I might end up putting these on more of my guitars. So expanded sounds and expanded functionality into really easy modifications. Thank you, Ryan. Thank you, 60 Cycle Hum. I'm glad I took your advice and went for this. If you like this video and you want to see more like it, then you can hit the subscribe button and all the other buttons you're supposed to make the video viable to the ever-changing whims of the YouTube blah blah blah. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. Keep it loud. I'll see you soon. Wiggle stick!